Well, if nobody shows up, this will be a really quick live stream. Oh. So we got one viewer, so I guess we're going to do this just for one viewer. New phone. Learning curve. Sorry. Brittany wants to be in it. Ah! Wouldn't that be sweet? Had the phone for a week and destroy it.
Sounds like something you do.
I've done it. Of course, a week's kind of long. How everybody doing tonight? It's Sunday. Sunday fun day. We aren't done planting, because I know somebody's going to ask that. I'm going to probably answer it a few more times. We should be. We could be. But I can actually outpace the 82 and the disc, or any ground prep, seedbed prep. The VT is currently a lawn ornament. Hey, thanks, Cole, first donation. Cole Malazewski. Actually, I think I got that right. It rolled right off the tongue, so I'm going to say go for it. Hey, Travis, how you doing? Doing pretty good. I'm tired. This is actually the first night I've been home when the sun was still out. Got home this morning at 1:30, but all of my corn is done. My dad and my brother have one farm each that we have to plant yet, and we could probably do it all in one go tomorrow. But the problem is we got to wait for my dad to actually get the ground worked. The last farm of my dad's is a little over 60 acres and needs to be run over. Ryan's is no-till, so we're going to go there first, and well, it won't take very long. Actually, in good running, which probably seems slow to most people, but 4.5 miles an hour was pretty average in good running. Yeah, about 12.5 acres an hour. Really quick here. Beaver 101, $3.99. Will we get a video on the closing wheels? Yeah, I'm planning on it. Not really sure, like, what I'm all gonna do. I'm gonna lie, I kind of dropped the ball as far as getting a whole lot of shots with my action mount on my with the GoPro and that big action mount. I have some, but not nearly as much as I really could. I actually did make a video tonight with like discussing the closing wheels, the Schlegels and the Copperheads, and which ones I like, which ones I don't, what I like about one, which I, back and forth. I mean, I'm not owed anyone anything on these. I'm not really owed anyone on any of the stuff I really talk about, but the closing wheels were given to me to kind of get me away from using the straight rubber wheels. Probably the cheapest. I mean, basically the only reason they're on there is because Deere has to put something on them from the factory, but I don't like them. I've never liked them. We had the spiked closing wheels where if you ran your knee into them, you'd be gushing blood. We had those on our 1750 6-row. It was my grandpa's. Dad didn't like those. I really didn't get to run that 6-row that much. That was largely my dad. And the problem with that is that when you get on turns with those really like long spiked closing wheels is that they actually dig up the seat in the rows. It was kind of ridiculous.
Why is there a hole in your shirt?
As it's an old shirt. Hi, David. No, we're not done with corn yet. We could be. We could be done in a day. I actually can run out. I can run out a little over 100 acres a day, but the big thing is getting the ground worked ahead of me. Right now, I'm only averaging about 3.5 miles an hour because that 630 is such a terrible machine for seedbed prep. We were spoiled with that VT. The VT has a broken valve body on it, which it controls the raise and lower, so it controls about how much it drops. It's your height control. Well, the part where the plate actually connects to that body, the pin that actually gets the majority of that broke. And we've called to get the parts. It's not so much a part issue, from what I understand, it's a shipping issue. It's the weekend. It broke Friday night at 5 o'clock. And we couldn't get a hold of anybody. So, Britt, you want to say hi? Everybody's asking.
Hi. And I'm always innocent.
There you go.
Right, honey? I'm not trouble. You're trouble.
Yeah, you guys can't see how hard she's squeezing my neck. She's trying to get a positive answer out of me and not the truth, because
I've missed him. I haven't seen him for weeks.
yeah, best weeks of my life.
What?
What? How are the new cabinets going for you guys? Taylor says too.
I think
82.
that's supposed to say hi.
It's Dexter. Well, it's Dexter, but we like the cabinets. I really haven't had a chance to enjoy them, but anybody that has a old crappy house, which I mean, you can polish a horse turd, but it's still a horse turd. But this house is over 100 years old now. It's got its quirks, its dents, and its things. But married into a family where your father-in-law is a construction contractor, and you get a bunch of your house stuff worked on by him and your wife. And for what they paid for these cabinets, they're nice compared to what we had. I'm in no position to complain. What are you gonna do about the chisel plow? Will you get another one? I'm thinking taking a torch to that red one and just kind of release some frustration out on it. But as far as the wind, Brett, the wind really hasn't been too bad. It's been pretty we had one day where it was just like, all right, that's enough. Just calm down. But we're getting a lot of dirt flying, dirt erosion, wind erosion. Yeah, the 630 is on Craigslist. You know anybody that wants a disc? Go ahead and tell them about it.
Travis will even sign it.
What?
Right, honey?
Sure.
I said you'll even sign it. It'll make it extra special
Sure it will.
to whoever buys it.
I have a very limited subscriber base, so the amount of people that might be interested in that probably aren't watching.
Well, fine. Then we'll have Ryan sign it. You did it to yourself, Buster.
Yeah, whatever. Just for that, I'm not shaving for another week.
Good for you. I won't even see you for another week, so.
Another month and a half, actually. Because planting's done kind of early, but then you got to go from planting, where I'm actually going to have a little bit of a lull here. Well, we should be done planting either tomorrow, maybe Tuesday morning. Make sure all the seeds are out of the ground. I'm not in the position anymore where I go through and clean everything up and slam the planter in the back of the shed and forget about it, because I had 2 years in a row, it's been a while now, where we had some poor emergence in our soybeans. We crusted over and they couldn't break through it. And I had to go through and dig the planter back out, switch it back to soybeans. We took the tools up to 46 by then, so I was actually reseeding beans the third week of June. A couple years there. I didn't enjoy it, so I'd rather just leave it. So y'all crack me up. I crack me up too. I'm pretty funny. I'm actually a pretty hilarious person, man. 4440 store-bought beef. Why? We got like 200 pounds in the freezer yet. We're trying to grind through. We're in that position. We're trying to grind through burger.
Our beef is way better than the store-bought beef.
Yep. Especially if it's a cow that you have a grudge against. Well, it was a steer, but when you got a grudge against them, it makes the food taste so much
They want to
better.
know how your baby's doing.
I know. Answering in big words doesn't mean that I'm ignoring you, but the baby's fine. She's actually asleep, otherwise she'd be out here. I'm not about to wake the little devil up. She gets upset, that's when the fangs come out. That's one thing she inherited from her mother. John wants the black truck. He wants to use it, or what's the deal, Grace? For any of you that are interested in my sister's channel, blah, 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 blah. No ad promotion here. My sister has a YouTube channel for raising plants and stuff like that. Not so much your conventional corn and soybean varieties, but more your house plants and stuff like that. And a lot of stuff that I actually have absolutely no knowledge in. So make sure you go over and check her out. It's Graceful Plants.
Yes, we had a baby last year.
Ethan made it. Sweet. Did we have a baby? Yeah. She did. I watched. Are you planting different varieties of corn or just one? Oh my gosh, we got I think 8 different varieties of corn going in. Will we ever run a swather? What kind of swather? Are you talking for like a self-propelled disc bind, like for cutting hay? Are you talking like what kind of swather are we talking about here? Like something Tyson runs up in Canada for doing small grains or what? Because we really have no reason to run a swather in our corn and soybeans. Honda push motor. Honda motors, man. Honda anything. Super duper awesome. Motors are hard to kill. Can you have a nighttime story? About what? What do you want to hear?
I have an idea, honey.
Oh, here we go.
The time that the power went out here, and you were trying to scare your sister with the werewolves.
I don't think the power went out.
Yeah, it did.
The last time I remember trying to mess with my sister's deadly scared of coyotes and werewolves and stuff like that, is I actually went and connected my phone to my stereo upstairs. This is when my sister lived with me. And I actually low-key turned the stereo down, and then I actually hooked up my phone to it, and I was playing werewolf, coyote, howling sounds. And then as it was playing, I was gradually creeping up the volume until Alicia could hear it, and then turn it down just to mess with her. I still like the bedtime story about you being attacked by a bat and then Army crawling out of the living room. I thought that was pretty funny.
That's not how it happened.
Yeah, but that's how I tell everybody, and they all get a good laugh out of it. The sprayer is still sitting in pieces. Well, it's not in pieces, but I got to add the stuff to it. I was this close to using it for applying herbicide, but as of right now, it looks like the first time we use it is going to be for putting down nitrogen on my hay ground. Tyson's here. Everybody say hi to Northern Farmer.
Let's make fun of Travis for a second. So at least
You can't
I'm
make
scared
fun
of
of me.
something that, you should be scared of. This guy over here is scared of a snake. Like, a bat can attack you from any angle it wants to attack you from. A snake, they're just on the ground.
Hey, I've heard stories of snakes creeping up through toilets and biting people's junk. I think that happened to an Asian guy. But I'm not...
Okay.
Snakes? That's a valid fear.
No, snakes are not coming up
Do bats
through the
come
toilet.
poisonous?
Yeah. They do.
Okay, people. I mean, bats don't. Bats don't.
And the
come
snakes
poisonous.
around
They
here
can
aren't
cause
poisonous
a
either.
fucking pandemic,
And
but
they're not gonna bite you in the nuggets. Coming through the toilet.
yeah, see, good snakes. Info on Black GMC. It's not currently for sale. We've actually been using it. I've actually drove the Black GMC more than any other of the other trucks on the farm right now. Where did you get your parts for your new rake? Oh shit!
You should probably go check on the burgers.
Joe's Machinery. Scared of frogs? See, now that's something to laugh at. I'm not. I mean, why the hell would you be afraid of a frog? Snakes can't come up from the toilet. See, Tyson's got my back. See, Tyson gets it.
No, snakes are not coming out of the toilet.
Dude, there is articles that are probably true about a snake. I think it was a python. Come up and got a guy's
In what
little
country?
Jimmy.
In what country?
I know.
Not America.
I don't know. I bet their stories exist.
Our-
It's just that we know enough. Well, I don't know. If it
Our
happened in
toilet
Florida, we'd hear
systems
about
are
it.
too closed off for the snakes to get up there.
I don't know about that. You get in one of those bigger cities where it's like joint plumbing and all that stuff. I mean, come on.
Okay,
We're
we're
out
not
in
in
the
a
country.
big city. We live in our own.
Okay, and you don't use
we all live in our own little town.
but you don't like use the toilet at. You work at a fucking pet store.
What's your point? Snakes don't come out of the toilet there either.
How do you know? You haven't worked there that long. Oh my god, that'd be horrific. Imagine if they sell snakes?
Yes.
Oh my god. Okay, so you imagine if they lost a snake and where she works, if they would have lost a snake, lose it for a few days, and then it comes up through like the toilet or something when somebody's, I mean, that traumatized the hell out of me.
You do realize none of the snakes we sell are poisonous.
That you know of. They mutate. Evolution.
Goodness. You're a chicken.
No, I just know better than
Real
snakes.
people aren't scared of snakes.
I guess I'm not a
They're
real
scared
people.
of bats and mice and rats. Like things that can actually hurt you.
Mice and rats. I mean, give me a break. At least I know the dog will go after mice and rats. I mean, I don't know if the dogs will back me up with the snake. Tater looking for the missing snake in the renter's house. Oh my gosh. Yeah, my cousin, back when he was in college, he took up a job where... Oh, you guys are getting way ahead of me now. I see Tyson. Yeah, he's aware of it. My buddy, my cousin, back when he was in college in Platteville here, he actually had a job where he would go through and keep track of these rental properties. Well, one of these rental properties turned into a crack house. Well, long story short, they got evicted, and the place is just a wreck. They had dogs in there they weren't letting out, so the dogs are messing everywhere, and blah, 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 blah. Well, Hey, buddy. What ended up happening is that while they're in the process of starting to clean this house out, they go, "Hey, Matt, just so you know, that big aquarium back there that's empty, that actually is supposed to have a python in it, a big one, like not a small one." And my cousin is rightfully so, afraid of snakes. And he was scared to death going in that house because he was scared, like, because they weren't feeding the dogs. I mean, what makes you think they were feeding the snakes? And Matt said, he says, "I don't know how big that fucking snake is." He says, "I can go in there and the damn thing might be hungry." He says, "That might be dinner."
Oh my goodness.
I don't know. I don't know. If I get bit by a snake, that'll traumatize me for life. I don't think I'll ever recover from that. I don't think I would. I really don't.
Then you'd be
I don't
bit
do
by,
snakes.
like, a
I
little
don't.
garden snake or
Reptiles in
something.
general. You want to see Calvin? Oh,
You're lucky Calvin's here tonight. He hasn't been home in a while.
yeah. So you guys want to see Buddy? Calvin, you good boy. Say hi to everybody. Say hi to everybody.
He's kind of been in jail because he's been
Yeah.
naughty.
Yeah, because he keeps finding dead stuff and rolling in it. Brittany's going to cut this live stream short. We actually got to do a sit-down live stream one of these nights.
Well,
I see a snake that size be a man size. Exactly. Eric's got the right idea. You see a big enough snake, all you'd see is a cloud of smoke and a Travis-sized hole in the wall.
I find it so funny that men are scared of snakes.
Oh, we're scared of our wives too. Who says who cares what?
All right, honey. I ripped your and Calvin's burger in half so you guys can share.
Yeah, I knew this marriage is headed for divorce. Yeah, if she does anything to me with a snake, put a snake in the barbecue next time you go to start it. That's grounds for divorce. Gotta say. You guys are getting way ahead of me.
Honey, can I give this to him?
Sure.
You might want to let it cool off, Calvin. Because it's a little hot.
Well, I gotta be careful what I say because of all the stuff going on. I can't. Actually, I don't know if I can post this, actually, because I was saying too much.
What are you saying?
How about walking by a 5-foot rattlesnake, 6:30 in the morning, talk about a wake-up call? Oh my god, that'd be terrible. There's a reason why I live so far north.
Why? So you can get eaten by a bear?
No thanks. The video with... I don't think I do. I don't think I have the video where the dogs got sprayed by a skunk. Corn ain't done yet. Hey, Farm All Skittle, how you doing? Travis is not a chicken. Yeah, see, I'm not a chicken.
Yes.
I'm not. Every night, I come home to you. Just solidifies the fact I got nuts of steel.
Oh, whatever. I am the best wife in the world.
I mean, that doesn't really count if you're the one saying it, though.
No, it's pretty true.
Well, Tyson's got... Okay, so Tyson has to worry about grizzly bears and black bears. So...
What do you have to worry about?
Where are we at here? Gosh, you're getting way ahead of me. Cole Malazewski, is there something missing in your kitchen? Is there something?
Like what?
Yeah, what's supposed to be in our kitchen? When I see a snake, it sees a lawnmower. This whole snake conversation really got people going. Ethan's afraid of wasps. That's a good point. Wasps are freaking mean. But the honeybees, I mean, they're all
You must
friendly
be related
mankind.
to them then, huh?
What?
Wasps. Don't.
Above the cabinets is what he's talking about. Yeah, that used to be a storage area with the old cabinets, and the
It's not
thing.
finished yet.
Yeah, it's not done yet. This thing right here is part of that, so that's got to come down. And this is all the original drywall back in there. That has to be painted. But her dad did the crown molding, right? Yeah, and then he put this board across. Okay, hold on here. Right through there. Probably gonna mount a light in there again because I miss having that light there.
And it never worked when it was there.
The thing was gonna burn the house down. We got lucky.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the one upstairs is like that too, so you should probably check that out.
Huh? Which one?
The one in the hallway. If you leave it on too long, you could smell hot.
Great. Not burning, you can smell hot. Who knew the light fisher could smell like me?
Oh, very funny waffles.
Oh, made you laugh. Case IH tractors, well, the Case
Alright,
IH
here you go,
chisel plow's a piece of shit. Did you put barbecue sauce in that for him?
No!
Snakes and wasps. You're afraid of wasps?
I'm not throwing it on the floor if I did.
This live stream got way away from me, guys. Carpenter bees are worse than wasps. I try to avoid most bees. Ryan's place is really bad with the wasps, the hornets, and stuff like that. And what they do is they make them right around that pole shed, the steer shed. They make them around that inside post where our gate is latched. So you don't know that they're there until you're unlatching the gate, and they come down on you and they attack you. It's annoying. Sadistic night, you know that?
Yeah, I missed you. I haven't gotten to be mean to you in like days.
How do you know Brittany's a great cook? I could be taking my life in my own hands every time I make her eat her cooking.
Because you eat my cooking, that's why.
Her hamburger helper skills, the seasoning.
Okay, I'm sorry
not
that I
good with that.
know how to make real food and not hamburger helper.
Hamburger helper is real food though, right?
No, it's not.
This isn't as much as a live stream as you bickering. John Deere chisel preferably. It says to say something. Yeah, you guys got away from me. Let's see. What's case? I feel you get a lot more from a John Deere and especially a Kubota. We actually, who contacted Kubota and they wanted nothing to do with us. And honestly, it doesn't really bother me. I like John Deere tractors. I'm comfortable with them. I'm happy with them. Not really sold on the R's as a whole, to be honest with you. 30 series. I actually would like to get a couple 30 series around here. A large frame and a big frame. What?
You're gonna have to stop because dinner's ready.
Yeah, but you know I like my stuff freezing. I don't know what Ryan's afraid of.
I know what I'm afraid of. Roosters.
I'm afraid of seeing you in the full light.
Roosters.
I'm used to seeing you when
scary.
it's kind of dark in here.
Because your grandpa's rooster attacked me.
Your dogs are barking. 310 viewers, and I feel kind of bad because I'm really not talking about much.
Yeah, you're pretty boring.
I know I'm very boring. I got people on here that are kind of running me down too. I delete idiots pretty regularly. I can't say that. Maybe once a week. One time my dad was driving the skid steer and a big snake fell on him from the roof of the cab. Beaver 101. That would be the end of that freaking skid steer because I would probably be bolting right out through the back of the damn thing. Oh my god. Could you imagine that being stuck in the fucking skid steer and a snake falls in your lap?
I would die laughing.
Well, he's down in Texas. That thing probably could be venomous.
Oh, honey.
What do I like to do for fun? I'm a pretty boring person.
I'm leaving you this month.
Are you?
Yeah.
When?
May 25th.
For 3 days?
Yeah.
So May 25th to the 27th? 8th? 8th?
Maybe. I don't know.
Party at Travis's house 3 days straight, baby. I'm too dull. Oh, why the baby toy on the counter? That's a pretty good catch. I gotta watch what I have in the background because everybody seems to tear apart what's in the background. I got a kid. Well, she had a kid. I was, I guess I'm a father. I wouldn't mind Versal to send me a tractor. We were both Canadian. Well, actually, Tyson, what's pretty common up there as far as tractors that are around? I see you got Case, but you run grain combine, a grain combine, green seeders. Yeah. I never said I was the father. I haven't gotten a paternity test yet. Snakes are nightmare fuel. Absolutely. Party at Travis's. I'll bring the beer. I don't really drink that much though. I'm getting away from Mountain Dew. I mean, I'm drinking it just a little, but even that's gonna have to come to an end. Doctors said that it's not good for me. It's starting to show. Eggco, Travis, we'll party for you. Did anybody say tequila? Show of hands, how many people on here are afraid of a certain, doesn't matter what kind of alcohol, because of that one time you almost died? Did you get a lot of use out of the coon spreader? Didn't see a lot of videos on it. Pike Lake Kenny, that's a very good question, and we got all of the use out of the coon spreaders that we could. Um, they gave us a set number of times we could use it, and I don't think we quite hit it, but we ran them. We hauled an acre of manure. I mean, the stuff was like 6 foot deep. It was eye level with me, and we we covered 60 acres with them. So I mean, I liked them. I like them a lot. That composted manure. I actually spread some of that on some pasture ground that I've been making grass hay off of, and I really need to convert the pasture, get the fences back in it, and put it back to pasture because I need some place to go with my cows. Um, just hitting that once with that coon spreader, a load of the composted stuff with that coon spreader, it spread it out real fine, no clumps, no lumps, no problems. And Ryan and I could really see today where I drove with it, and I like it. I like it a lot. You can want something as much as you want. Doesn't mean you're going to get it, but I would like to get to where we actually have one of those full time on the farm. It wasn't my fault. It was Captain Morgan. Bill Engvall said that one. I like Jeff Fox, the Blue Collar Comedy Tour boys. I like listening to them. I'm a farmer and I'm new. Well, hi. Worst tractor that I drove. It was a Case Magnum up at Sloan's when I worked up there. We do still have the post pounder. I need to go buy a few posts and actually put some fences in. Tear some out, put some fences in. Um, the cows are gonna start becoming a um, bigger factor around here. What's your thoughts on side discharge manure spreaders? I think they're stupid. I don't think they're stupid. I just think they're tedious because how do you get a good spread pattern on something that it only discharges from one side? Because my neighbor has one of those side slingers, and it seems like it's heavier right where it comes out of the spreader. Of course, he spreads a lot of liquid, and it discharges more. It fans out more the further you get from the spreader, and I actually would prefer straight out the back, a spread out pattern, and you get a more uniform coverage. Is there only small grain capable of doing beans? Yeah, the drill is capable of doing soybeans. We could have done beans with it. Um, by the time we actually got around, because it still had grass seed in it when we were putting our soybeans in, but I wouldn't have shied away from doing even 5 acres or 10 acres. Put some soybeans in it. Drill some beans. I mean, what the hey? We have anything to lose, right? The problem with the drill, when it comes to seeding soybeans, I understand for grass seed and stuff like that, it's by the pound, blah, blah, blah. But when it comes to soybeans, the reason I like running them through a corn planter or a planter and not like a drain drill is because a drill it's a controlled spill essentially. It's not exact. Like a planter, I mean, you're putting down, it's telling me how many seeds per acre I'm putting down, and I prefer that. And 30-inch beans don't bother me one bit. I know OLF out there says he would never plant 30-inch beans out where he lives. Ground conditions, whatever else. I mean, for the amount of deer pressure he's got, they'd probably walk right down the rows and probably clean house. And the deer issue around here is starting to become more prevalent. Deer are not afraid of us. Really bad in the last year or two. It just doesn't seem like the amount of people are hunting like they used to be. Granted, the hunting conditions for the last couple of years are kind of terrible. I I don't really have a whole lot of desire to go hunting anymore unless I have a little shack, outhouse, something. with a heater in it that you actually sit out there all day, your odds for actually getting something, I mean, shoot up. Because we used to sit on the ground in late November, 2 or 3 hours, and you were shook. You're hoping you didn't see something that last hour or so because you were so froze, you weren't sure how you were gonna get it out of there. Scariest farm incident you've been in? I have a lot of them. The one that immediately comes to my mind is my grandma getting kicked across the barn by the cow. I'm curious about how beans would do on different spacings. It depends, Tyson. Population, pests, soil types, like pests like bugs, soil types, weather. Um, if rain is an issue, like lack of rain, a lot of rain, a lot of rain. I mean, we actually do get quite a bit. Wider rows actually do help keep diseases from coming in because it allows the ground to dry out. So when you're drilling it, it's not just a solid mat of plants, and it's trapping more of that moisture in. Also, with drilling, you do get a better canopy, so you do have less weed pressure, ideally. But you got to get there first, and then you still have your tram lines, your tracks from spraying. So there is no one perfect way to farm. There isn't. There just isn't. Would I ever get an articulated tractor? Absolutely. There's easily north of 30,000 hours on the 4020. Unfiltered Travis, yeah, I'm really unfiltered. I just, like I say, can't say it on here. Well, the problem is we're gonna have to start doing more of these live streams. So I just 22-inch beans and 30-inch corn. Actually, Caleb, I actually would like to get to that, but I can't justify another planter just for that. Especially when we're running with 3 people at the most. One person is pretty common. I threw all but all but one fill in the planter. I threw all the seeds, all the bags by myself. I planted all my corn, all my dad's corn. Ryan planted his beans, and other than that, I don't know. Yep, Dan Lowry's got it right. I gotta go. I was actually planning on starting earlier than what I did because we were gonna grill. We did, but we gotta do more live streams. Not so much that you guys get sick of them, but see, my problem is with posting is because views and everything. I mean, you think when people are quarantined, um, views would go up. It went the other way for me. I was averaging 8 to 10,000 views a video, and didn't change anything. Got into planting. Generally, you think people would be more interested in that, and it went the other way. I'm averaging like 6 to maybe 8,000 views a video, and people are over planting before I even got started. I mean, 1 or 2 planting videos, and people are they're over it. Um, and the thing is too, with posting planting videos, you get people that are just going to be dumb. Um, well, I delete people. I delete if you're going to be dumb. If you're coming on here just simply to post stupid stuff, I delete you. Life's too short. I'm not gonna sit and deal with keyboard warrior. It's not worth it. So, see, Tyson, Northern Farmer understands. And the thing is, it's kind of hard to keep posting and stuff like that I mean, when it feels like that your views got cut down by a quarter of the amount of people that are watching. It's kind of hard to keep posting when it feels like, all right, well, maybe this channel's going the other way on me. I mean, I'm having fun doing it. I got a little stressed here last week, 2 weeks, when they were told me I gotta get off Mountain Dew. I mean, that really blows. So, all right, I promise we'll be doing another live stream here shortly, probably when we're done with planting, most likely next weekend because I haven't been coming home at night. But I don't know. All right. Thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. Take care. Take it easy. Keep in touch. Minnesota, Oliver, and Deer, you tuned in right at the end. I'm not planning on quitting, don't worry, but I don't know. I just gotta get around to getting more videos filmed. So, Tyson, I'll talk to you later. Everybody else, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. If you guys are not subscribed or not clicked for the little notifications of my videos posting has been kind of sporadic. I didn't post tonight, didn't post tomorrow night, probably not Tuesday night. My GoPros are giving me a little issue. I don't know if it's my GoPros. I don't think it is. I think it's my my sound thing. I'm filming right along and my camera will just quit. It won't shut off, but it'll quit filming. It'll beep like I clicked the video off button. I don't really understand that, so I gotta do some more research because I switched my GoPros. My next thing is I'm gonna swap out my little microphone set. Maybe the microphone converter is bad, but I got a second one. So, all right. I'm dragging this out, and we don't need to do that. There will be another live stream coming in the future here, probably more with Brittany, a little bit less with Erlina, but that's fine. So until next time, you guys are watching the rest of the story. Take care, take it easy, keep in touch, stay safe. I'll talk to you later.